Hello and welcome back to Axis and Allies. I'm going to be picking up another Axis game here. Hopefully reach platinum. One more game. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Against King KERM. Righto. So, 1 tank, 6 infantry for the Russians here. 4 infantry to the Caucasus, 3 infantry, 1 tank to Russia. 2 infantry, 1 tank, I mean. Yep. Lost 1 infantry in West Russia, so that's very, very strong. And has 3 tanks left in Ukraine. He's left 4 behind and pushed 1 forward. So it might be slight KGF positioning, we'll see here. He did get a pretty strong West Russia, so he might actually opt for that. If that's the case, I'll be killing this destroyer. With the Germans here, I think I'm going to go full G1 tank build here. And stack Ukraine, no matter the odds of me holding. Because regardless of the outcome, he has to either strafe it and take heavy hitbacks, or conquer it and overcommit, right? Lose a bunch of units, hopefully, right? Yeah, this could be bad. If he gets 3 hits with the tanks, that would be very, very bad. Yeah. This will be the buy. I'm going to full commit here. Now, do I do C-Zone 10 again? No. Or do I? But it has to pay off soon, right? I really want it to pay off. I keep giving it a chance and it keeps letting me down. This battleship killed this destroyer, and then I'm going to have the transport deliver an infantry AA gun to Ukraine. And that should be everything. Do I really want to do this though? Or should I be more comfortable? I think I just do this. Nah, let's leave it. Let's try go for it this time. Try and succeed this time, I should say. Alright, let's lock these in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a good feeling about this at all. But I'm going to fully commit to this. So, no matter the result, I will be holding here and following up. I'm going to go for a round 3 Caucasus stack. And with the Japanese, I'm going to go for India. Get access and control of the center of the map with both Axis members. And see how that goes, right? That's the theory behind this this tank build. You want to stack Ukraine and get a Caucasus stack ASAP. With Japan, you want to follow up, go straight for India. Get access to the center of the map here. And then if you can get aircraft in the center of the map, you can pretty much dominate with the Axis, with your air force in this area. It's very, very strong. Alright, let's lock these in. That's what I want to do. I want to launch an AA gun forward as well. Right, good luck to the Germans. Right, 2's a bit rough, but should be fine. Okay, looks like my units are going to play around. Alright, good stuff. As long as the aircraft are saved, I'm fine. There we are, that's what I'm talking about. Finally, it pays off. It's a shame I have no fleet left, but I'll definitely take that. There's always the chance my sub hits back that US destroyer as well. Very nice. Finally, after 12, I don't know how many times. I've not tallied it, but it's a lot. Alright, so I'm going to move this guy down, this guy across, these two guys here, here, AA gun and infantry. So I want 4 infantry here, yeah. AA gun. Infantry. Yeah, I want to stack yeah, I don't really want to stack. Yeah, I want to push forward as far as I can because I took out the transport. Yep, every fighter up north. I mean, I could send one down here. Or, it's interesting because normally if I don't do trans, I retreat. But I actually want the UK to hit Libya. I want him to commit these units. If he commits these units to Libya, they aren't units going towards India, right? So that weakens the India defense for Japan free timing, Japan 2, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, leave it on sack. I think that's everything. I could stick a fight there, but it doesn't really matter. So yes, I think Russia will have odds on this, but he can't hit Ukraine and Karelia at the same time. So he might trade Karelia and hold West Russia, or he will just simply abandon West Russia now and hold Caucasus. I'm going to try and make sure that with Japan, I land as many fighters as I can in Kwangtung to ensure Germany gets in, right? Bellow is blocked, yeah. Ukraine, 6. Really? Alright. It's better than I was expecting. 6 infantry, a gun, 5 tanks. Not too bad. Yep. Karelia, 4 and 1. Yep. Alright, good stuff. I'm not going to put any units in Italy because the transport will most likely die, right? With the battleship, they'll both die. So just to full deploy into Germany, and they'll make their way as quick as possible towards the Caucasus here, right? Very happy with that. Very good round. Right, 43 for Germany. Let's see, I'm going to see his odds on this. Regardless of the odds, I was going to go here anyway and actually follow the steps and do the tactic justice here and not bail out because it's dead zoned, right? So he has a whopping 91 to wipe. That's why it completely goes against my playstyle. A 91 for him to conquer. 93 actually. I have a 5% to hold if he really wants to, and he actually gets 17 attacker profit. It's so bizarre. On average, he loses 1 fighter, 7 infantry. On average, I lose everything. I mean, maybe it's not as strong as it could be because I did take 2 hits from his tanks, and he did only lose 1 infantry in West Russia, right? The only positive side I have is the fact that he did buy 2 tanks. He only bought 1. He will hit this, and he will most likely strafe it. If he doesn't, on average he conquers it with 2 tanks, 2 artilleries, and 5 infantry. So it's a pretty big stack, right? But if he hits this with all of Russia's might, I do actually have 5 infantry, artillery, 10 tanks as a follow-up. I don't think he'll be able to finish me off after then. There might be a way on round 2, Germany retakes Japanese fighters 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can't retaliate and wipe out my tank corps again. I don't know, but the idea is that also he can't do Ukraine and Karelia reliably at the same time. It stretches Russia a little too thin. We'll see what happens here. This might be a huge mistake. Well, yeah, that is the end of Germany round 1. Back for Japan round 1. Just a quick note here. There is an advanced move the Allies could make, is if he uses his bomber to kill this fellow infantry, and blitzes the tank across and cuts off reinforcements to Karelia, and then takes Karelia, right? That's a pretty good move. I don't remember who I heard it or saw it from, or where I saw it. But that is a legit move. I mean, considering that he does not need the bomber to help Season 7, and the fighter can deal with, like, he can organize a stacking of West Russia and send both fighters here still, with the fighter picking off the transport, and then the bomber will simply just hit Bellow, take it out, blitz a tank through, and then he cuts off reinforcing units and then takes Karelia from me. That would cause quite a few problems for the Axis. Unless he wants to commit the bomber to kill the battleship, but he doesn't need to. He has boats to do that. That's the problem. I think there's an alternative way of defending this, is by putting an infantry and a fighter there, right? I don't know where I read that from, but this is very advanced. I've only just picked it up, so we'll see how well the player this guy is and see if he pulls off this move. If he does, that sets the Axis back a little bit, because if he can deny Karelia, then that slows the German push. Alright, that is the end of this game. That was a quick one, wasn't it? As you can see here, he opted for the C-Zone 37 battle. I did have a feeling, just simply because of his positioning here. And that buy, I've seen some people buy one tank and send it through Siberia to harass Buryatia. Yeah. So I can actually view the dice he got here. It looks like he killed nothing. And he has a fighter and a cruiser left. So round one, okay. Round one, no hits. I got 2. Round 2, he got 1 hit. I got a further 2, and then round 3, nothing. Abysmal dice. I do feel bad. And yeah, he forfeited. At best, he could have killed the carrier and a fighter. It's quite a poor result still, considering the battle is a 60% for the Allies to win. And yeah, that is a forfeit. It's unfortunate. I was hoping to test this before I stopped playing ranked games. But he had like a 90% to wipe. But the idea is that he overcommits, takes it, or he does a strafe, doesn't take it, but then he doesn't gain any ground, and he takes heavy losses. Right, that is the idea. Fighter, bomber, artillery, they were all going into India. This would have been a KJF here. And that's it. Took out the transports in both sea zones. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the end of the game. Now, since I did win the game, I am now both Platinum for Axis and Allies here. So this is the end of both the Axis and the Allies series for Road to Platinum here. So I won't take too much time, but I'll do a quick overview of the season and my future plans for the channel, I think. So yes, that is the end of both series, and it will be the end for my season 12 games for ranked. The series have achieved what that was my goal for the series, was to reach Platinum. I'm fine with this. The very good win percentages overall. Better than my previous season, though I did play more games. Yeah, I'm very happy with the result here. Because a part of me was not expecting to reach Platinum. There was a bit of a ceiling, a bit of a roadblock that I hit around rank 200. I couldn't really pass the point of rank 100 for either or for gold, as I kept getting knocked back down, but I seem to have pushed past that and excelled at both Axis and Allies here. Yes, I'm very happy considering I'm not a particularly experienced player. I did join last season roughly halfway through the season, so still getting used to some mechanics, but I've seemed to have picked up the game very quickly, so, and this is pretty good evidence for it, I think, so I'll definitely take that. Now, what is in store for the future of this channel here? Well, there won't be any more ranked games for this season. That will have to wait until next season. My plan for next season ranked, I might just pick one faction and just play the entire season of just that faction. I'm not really sure. I don't think I really care to try and get to the top 10 of Platinum. I'm not going to sweat it out. If I get there, I get there. But what I want to do is experiment, if anything, next season. And I'm not really going to care about what I get. I've already got it on record that I'm a fairly decent player, so yeah, I think I'm just going to experiment all different strategies throughout season 13. But there is an upcoming game before this season ends, hopefully. I'm not going to spoil it though, but keep an eye out for that. Should be pretty exciting. But I have also joined the Axis and Allies official Discord, which is what I'll call it. It's not the official one, but it's as official as it can get. And I've joined the ANA club there. So I will be participating in team games with other outstanding players across the community, so that's very exciting. Very interesting dynamic because I've not played as a team in this team game. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I found this game interesting. You can have 5 players. That's the thing. And the reason I started playing this game is because it reminded me of Risk. I play a lot of Risk. Or I used to play a lot of Risk. A bit of chess, I suppose. I don't know if these are fair comparisons. I'm not trying to disenfranchise or be disingenuous here. I'm not trying to like make straight up comparisons, but there are similarities to this game. Yeah. The only reason I found this game is that this game popped up and recommended on YouTube. It was, I'm pretty sure it was Manix. So yes, I've joined the NA club on Discord. I will most likely record my point of view and my participation in that league or whatever it is. I'm not really sure 100% what it is just yet. Didn't realize there was a Discord for it, so yeah, before this season ends, there might be some very, very short videos. I'll probably just upload 10-minute videos of my... I don't know what's happening yet. I'll figure it out. I do have some other ideas for this game, but I'll keep them quiet for now because I don't know if I'm going to have the time. I don't know, anything can happen in the future, so if it's there and I have time available, I'd go for it. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much everything. I do apologise, this is a very, very short game, but this was the only, this is the last Axis game of this season that I was going to record, and I'm going to cut the season off here, so yes. Thank you so much for following the series. Thank you for all the likes, comments, subscribers, and all the conversations and insights that people have shared. It's great to hear that some people are learning from me. And that's all I can really hope for. And of course, I've learned from other people as well. So that's much appreciated. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this this journey through to Platinum here. Some very good players, some very good moves that some people performed against me, and of course I performed against people as well. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.